The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, and Newey Scruggs.
Welcome to Monday, Overreaction
Yes,
Monday, Players
The
Lounge.
haters are here.
You know the team. You know the crew.
The haters are here.
You know the crew.
Hey, we keep it real, right? Hey, we just,
The Toledo Rockets, Barry
what's up?
Church.
What's up?
They
You
ain't paid the first place. They in first
They
place.
ain't paid the dues yet.
First
I'm just saying,
place.
'cause if it was
Heckma
a
Harrison
quarterback
here
out
off
west.
an exciting weekend in North Texas football.
Here we go.
Heckma Harrison is here. Danny McCray, former LSU Bengal Tiger, national champion. He's here.
Go Tigers. Go Tigers.
And me.
CB.
Hey,
in the back. CB from 3 out
Pembroke
here,
Brain,
man.
we got us a dub on the
dub.
road.
Okay.
Got us a dub on the road.
Y'all all right till y'all bring vanilla ice in there.
Yeah.
Then it's going downhill.
We fine. We all good. Rectified that. Committee is changed. Homecoming committee is changed.
It's over. No, I did because he like, I went to TCU. That's why he gonna send us Rick Ross. He's like, I don't even go there no more.
Hey, we had Ludacris, now Rick Ross. Hey, it's over. Pembroke back there somewhere.
You're more than welcome, man. You're more than welcome. Come on, man.
No, I'm all right.
It's for the free. I'm all about the free.
Rose.
I'm all about
Rose
the free,
is
man.
here.
I'm okay. Shout out Rose. How many records you on?
Shot, you cold with the analytics. You
We had a game on Sunday, guy. We had
Right, the devil is alive.
We did? We had a game on Sunday?
Teflon Don. Yeah,
Somebody showed up, didn't he?
Brian Kelly, Teflon Don. Dallas 38, New England 3.
Oh,
ain't nobody
I was
saying,
sincere
man.
with
That boy.
It's only one national champion.
Yeah, that's you,
Who got the
baby.
music
That is
on?
you.
That
So,
music. That might have been me because I think
38-3, Dallas.
Watch.
They beat up New England. The worst halftime deficit in Bill Belichick's career, the worst loss in Bill Belichick's career, which includes Cleveland. I was there for 2 of those years for Belichick. So to hand this kind of defeat that Mike McCarthy did, that says something. Even though I made a mistake of listening to First Take today when I got in my car because the radio was on from last night, I will not allow this this win to be besmirched at all.
Okay.
They put it on, Danny.
They did good, man. They played well. Shout out to Big Mike. I put a little bit more sugar in the Kool-Aid after this week. You know what I'm saying? Put a little bit more sugar in the Kool-Aid.
That's
I
what
think
happens.
only one of us here picked Lipke to score the rushing touchdown.
That was you.
That was
Yeah,
me.
you
That was
did-
you.
did do that.
That was me.
You did.
Three of us picked the Dallas Cowboys to win this
that
week.
was y'all.
And one of us did not.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Okay. And they went out there and did their thing. And I'm going to say this, okay?
Yes.
I stood on the table. I was pow, pow, all that, just knocking it in like because Deron Bland, I felt, had a good game like the week before this Patriots game.
If you wait.
And he came out this week, all right, and showed you that he's a ball hog. Do you see the explosion when that man sees the football coming his way?
This is real. This
2
is real.
picks,
Wow.
1 for 6.
Preach it.
Man, he did his thing, man. I'm just telling you now. So now if DQ come out this week and say that Deron Bland played, he was a top 3. Y'all gonna believe it this time? Huh?
Yes.
He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying
He
last
wasn't lying.
week. He wasn't lying last week. The
I mean,
film
I don't
showed
know.
it.
Last week, I mean,
Yeah.
I am. I don't know.
Nope.
But you know what? If you waited long enough, dog, you would get your flowers without you giving yourself your flowers because you right.
I
you
needed
don't.
something.
No, you.
I needed something.
You got him right there, dog. Because you did. You went back, you watched the film, and you said, "Look, man, DQ wasn't lying on this kid. Deron Bland had a great game, and it's the explosiveness, man. Like you said, it's just poetic, man. You guys play the position. You know when a guy drives on the ball, breaks on. From a defensive perspective, and you catch it, and you take it to the house,
pretty.
dog. It's something to that. And you've seen him do that last season. Now you see him do it this season. And to me, when I look at this front office with a guy like Deron Bland coming into his own, yes, you signed Stephon Gilmore in the offseason. But man, here's a guy that's emerging and doing what you need him to do. Last week may not have been his best outing because he had Thursday, had to read the cliff notes to the scheme all the way up to the game. But either way, watching him in this game says, man, the future on this Cowboys defense is really bright when you have a young group of guys like this. But I give this victory to the coaching staff. I think from the coaching staff perspective, they came back and they rectified a lot of their mistakes, especially defensively. A lot of the things that they did wrong in that Cardinals game, you did not see that tape repeat itself in this victory versus New England.
No doubt. You guys are hitting on everything pretty much. But to me, when I look at this game, I mean, defensively, of course, DaRon Bland did his thing out there. I mean, 2 interceptions, 1 pick six, like you guys mentioned. He was in the hip pocket of these guys pretty much the entire game. You know, going into this game, I thought, all right, Dan Quinn's going to, he's going to have to sprinkle some more zone in there, to protect the young man, maybe have a safety over top. But just from the untrained eye right now, look, I didn't see the 22 yet. It looked like they were playing the same defense they played, when Diggs was in there. A lot of man-to-man coverage, you're on your own. And DaRon Bland stood up out there, and he did his thing. He played outstanding. Nothing against him. He did his thing out there. And then, to me, the most, I want to say impressive part about it was, even though, the young bazooka, your man's Michael Parsons out there, didn't really show up in the stat sheet. He commanded those double teams, those triple teams. But what stood out to me is those other guys, Fowler, Neville Gallimore. You looking at Sam Williams, they all won the one-on-one battles out there. Man. And if you're able to do that consistently, because we know he's going to get the attention. Everybody's going to focus on 11. We got to stop 11. If those other guys out there, Lawrence, those guys can win the one-on-ones consistently, I mean, you're looking at something special. And they were able to stop the run. 53 yards rushing.
That's crazy.
53 yards from 222 to 53. You're going to win a lot of games out there.
But we talked about it last week about this defense and getting interceptions and what it meant for you guys, knowing, being out there, what it's like to get those sacks, to get those interceptions. And not only that, put your offense in great field position.
No doubt.
The question is, and everybody keeps talking about, well, what happens to the Cowboys offense when they don't get, the defense doesn't get any turnovers and all of these things. In the words of the great Kanye West, I guess we'll never know. Because we
did find out. We did find out.
But when it does happen,
they rolling.
They rolling. You saw it happen you saw it happen week 1. Okay, you see these turnovers and if everything just runs smoothly, you come back to the end of it, you're like, man, you know what? Offense played well, but
I'll be straight up with you, dog. Listen, because I know we all riding high, but I'm gonna just put this one out here, okay? The run defense, I'm still not confident. Still not confident in the run defense and what I believe that it should be, because this is another game where we play with the lead and the team with a horrible quarterback who, like, you have to try to put the ball in his hands and make him let him win the game, because you're down by 14 points, 17 points, 21 points, and then all of a sudden the running game disappears. You don't really have that opportunity, and the defensive team knows that. All right, the time where it wasn't like that was Arizona.
True,
and it was opposite. Okay, so like, to me, the jury's still out on the running game,
even though they only scored 3 points.
Yeah, the jury's still out on the running game for me, because we got a big test coming up this week. But I ain't gonna take nothing away from him. I'm just not gonna fall into the trap that we fell into after week 2. After week 2, we was like, oh, yeah, man, SB was out, SB, all that.
Said we.
So I ain't gonna fall for that, because I do know that the Patriots was a 1-2 team.
Walk it back then.
Okay?
Walk it back then. It's all good.
But they did what they're supposed to do. This is the Dallas Cowboys.
They didn't play down to the level.
You're right.
They didn't play down to the level, 100%.
Are you supposed to beat this team? Yes.
They
Go
did.
out there and beat them and embarrass them the way that you did, and you did what you were supposed to do. So all credit to them for that.
DaRon Bland intercepted 2 passes and returned one of those 54 yards for a touchdown, his second pick six this season. Bland is the third corner in Cowboys history with multiple interception returns for touchdowns in the same season, joining Trayvon Diggs in 2021 with 2, Larry Brown in 1995 with 2, Larry Brown also Super Bowl MVP that year as well. When you talk about the run game, okay, yes, they held New England at 53 yards of rushing on 23 yards per on 23 carries for 2.3 yards per carry. Last time the Cowboys held their opponents to that was back in 2019 against the Rams. So this week it is the San Francisco 49ers. Yesterday against the Arizona Cardinals, the Niners 31 carries, 124 yards on the ground. Christian McCaffrey 20 totes, 106 yards, average 5.3, had 3 touchdowns in the victory over the Cardinals.
That's crazy.
He on my team.
That's a crazy stat line.
And the Cardinals rushing 25 for 105, a little bit less than what they had last week.
Just slightly. Slightly. That
But
was a ball game,
I'm
though.
gonna say, but they man.
That was a ball
the Cardinals,
game.
man.
Dobbs got himself a job in the future.
Oh, yeah,
he might not be starting somewhere, but he gonna get
He
a
probably
job.
be starting somewhere.
He gonna get a job somewhere.
Look around the league.
They look good.
Some of the quarterback play we seen yesterday. Oh yeah, he could be a starter.
You could.
San Francisco got out to a 21-3 lead, and in the second half, the Cardinals clawed their way back from down 21-3 to 21-10, then made it 21-16, and then the 49ers in the fourth quarter had 2 touchdowns, McCaffrey with a touchdown run and Brock Purdy with a touchdown run, and put it out of reach, making it 35-16. So that is the game this week on Sunday Night Football. 49ers undefeated at 4-0. Cowboys 3-1 coming into this one. Of course, Dak Prescott was asked about the game. Get ready for that. And Dak Prescott, let me make sure I quote him correctly here, because the question was asked on the importance of tonight's win in preparation for San Francisco. Dak, quote, "This is a week-by-week basis. The focus is on this team. This week's preparation had nothing to do with San Fran coming in. Now, we got this game out of the way. We're focused. What we did, we did what we're supposed to do and what we wanted to do. Capitalize on our game plan and getting back to things that work, and allowed our defense to go out and hunt with the lead. Now it's about turning the page and studying the hell out of these guys." Meaning San Francisco. "Understanding who they've been and what this matchup has been the past couple of years. I've played them in the playoffs, and we understand it's a team that for us to get where we want to get to, we have to play them again come playoffs. So I look forward to the matchup and turning the page tomorrow morning and coming up with a game plan." And then somebody said on the bitter feeling that you had after last year's loss, he said, quote, "We're so far past that, to be honest, it's obvious." So
Shout out to Dak, man. Dak came out, okay. And, I was on the podcast all last week talking about when you throw the deep ball, okay, let him run up underneath in the kid. Don't make everything a back shoulder pass. And he made sure this week.
He did.
On the money.
Yeah, he was, man. And the one to CeeDee Lamb was a beauty.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had one in the back of the end zone that was incomplete, but I was just happy with the fact that didn't have to turn around and try to make a back shoulder throw. I was happy with the way Dak played this week. I think he came out, he was focused. He watched the tape of what he did last week, and he gave his receivers chances to make big plays.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Michael Gallup, because Michael Gallup looks like he's 100% full speed.
He listened to the show.
Yeah, Brandon Cooks is fast, and if you get him the ball, I'm telling you, he's going to make some plays. And then CeeDee Lamb did his thing. So our wide receiver core, they went out there and did exactly what they were supposed to do. Spotlight on Tyler Smith. He don't never need to move back out to left tackle. That dude is a great left guard.
He showed him something, man. The light came on.
Man, I'm talking about head extend. You just seen the head going down. I was like, look at this dude.
He looked like a bully out there.
Man, he was out there controlling guys, man. So yeah, shout out to them. But yeah, it was a good offensive performance. Big Mike was in his bag. Was he in his bag, Church?
He had to do nothing.
Was he in his bag? Did he call good plays or not?
Yeah, he did his thing.
That's in his bag.
Yeah, he did. Okay.
It's going with Mike.
You don't want to give him no credit.
He did his thing. What y'all want me to do?
Was he in his bag or not?
He did his thing. I don't know what you. I mean,
red zone stuff still has to get fixed. It has to. You know they're gonna bag on him about it. My guy Schoonmaker, you got to catch that, bro. You got to catch
that's
that.
another one, right? I mean,
that's another one.
That's another tight end room, man.
It was a perfect throw too.
Yeah,
right there.
You got to catch
hit him in the mittens.
You say you want to put it in the ear? That's
he put it right there. He pierced the ear, right?
But Nui, back to what you were saying about San Fran. I mean, this is when we talked about this before the season started. When you looked at the schedule, you knew coming up maybe they would have the tendency because of the schedule with playing New York Giants and Jets and New England that they would be looking ahead to play a team like San Francisco. That the history is there. The history is there with the coaching staff, but especially the history is there with them knocking you out of the playoffs. Mm-hmm. This is a measuring stick game. How do you measure up versus the rest of the league is what the Cowboys need to know, because they're not going to give them credit for beating Jets and teams like that. But if you go in and you roll San Francisco, dog, then you cooking with dynamite, homie.
Yeah, I mean, y'all are on point. I mean, I'm gonna give Mike credit where credit is due, because when you look at it, this is a guy that after taking an L, I think since 2021, he's 10-1. So the man has always gotten his team prepared and ready to play or 9-1 after taking a loss since 2021. So the guy is getting his team. He knows what he has to do to get these guys ready after taking a tough loss. And this could have been easily a game where they're, that trap game where you're looking forward to San Francisco and they're going out against a New England squad that they should dominate, and they didn't play down to the level of competition. We talked about it a little bit earlier. They made sure that New England, once they stepped on the field, they realized they weren't in the same league as the Dallas Cowboys. They were hitting on all cylinders, so I got to give them credit where credit is due. And we'll see what happens in San Francisco, because this is a squad for the past, 3 years, 3 years, that has punched the Dallas Cowboys in the mouth repeatedly with no response. So we're going to see right now. This is a big-time measuring stick, like you said, Heck, to see where the Dallas Cowboys are relative to one of the best teams in the National Football League.
And I know Big Mike keeps alluding to it. He's trying to get us to understand that he's getting in the red zone at a almost a record pace.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're not scoring like they're supposed to, but he's like, listen, we get down there, we're going to figure out how to score, but once we turn those into touchdowns, we're going to be unstoppable. Absolutely. And they continue to get into the red zone drive after drive after drive. So he's doing something right. They just got to figure out how to close it in.
But Danny, do you ever think, like, for this offense to be doing that, what it's doing for the defense? Because now you see the defense playing like they did when they played against the Giants. They were fresh the whole game because of those long drives.
Yeah, they're fresh, and then imagine how they feel, even if you're not scoring touchdowns in the red zone, just to know, hey, man, we getting some points. Every time we get the ball, 90% of the time, hey, man, we going down, we going to get some points somehow.
And with a kick.
Yeah, and with a kick. We get something. And I think that just gives confidence to your whole team.
Speaking of the drives, Cowboys, 4 drives of 10-plus plays on Sunday. Dallas leads the NFL this season with 16 drives of 10 or more plays. Going back to the red zone, they're 1 for 4. Dak with just 1 touchdown pass. But the reality is, just as you spoke about, Schoon dropped 1. You've got to make that catch. So that would have put you at a 50% clip. If they're 2 for 4 in the red zone, I don't think we're sitting here talking about it as much as we are saying 1 for 4. This is something where when we come down for the podcast on Wednesdays, we had to see a whole bunch of the whole tight end room need to be able to catch the ball. Everybody
on
together,
the jugs ASAP,
running around, do whatever. I mean, my goodness gracious! Because if you think about it, you had Hendershot had dropped a touchdown pass in game 1. Then you got Schoonmaker here. You can't have this, especially coming up this week. I checked the 49ers yesterday, 5 for 5 in the red zone against Arizona, 2 for 5 against the Giants, 3 for 5 against LA. 2 of 3 against Pittsburgh.
They cashing in.
49ers getting in the red zone. They're scoring 7, and McCaffrey has been involved in every single one of those touchdowns this year. Every game he's scored a touchdown. So,
you know who I saw make some good catches yesterday?
Jalen Tolbert
for the Texans.
Oh, Texans.
Well,
Dalton Schultz was out there.
He was balling. I ain't get the catch. He was balling.
He was out there making. He was out there making some plays, dog. And I was watching it, and that was before I was like, "Our tight end room gonna come in. They gonna show up." And then I was like, "Ooh."
You gotta be like,
but he can't. But he don't run block. He don't run block. So I want to say that. But he was out there.
Okay.
And the Texans 2-2.
See the moment of truth now.
He
on your fantasy team?
Who?
Dalton Schultz.
Nah, bro. I got George Kittle. He gave me 1 point.
You have more than one.
And I got a quarter him. I like, okay, Kellen Moore, Dalton Schultz. Okay, I went and got buddy from L.A.
Which one?
What's Everett?
Oh yeah,
Juggernaut.
But Keenan Allen though, he killing for you. He killing for you. He killing.
I'm 2-0 this week, Newy, just so you know.
Hey, I like you asked that. Is he on your fantasy? Because that's all he talk about. People is on his fantasy. They know you so good.
Is he on
you? Moment of truth.
I think he was going with that.
Believe that? You believe in him.
Oh, heck no.
Come on, man.
All right, let's get our first break in here. The Cowboys' run defense, they make a move today. Let's talk about that next with Barry Church, Heckman Harrison, Danny McCray, Newy Scruggs, Players Lunch, brought to you by Tostitos, right here on DallasCowboys.com radio.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Hi, I'm Danny McCray, Dallas Cowboys alumni player here with Smoothie King. And Smoothie King wants to ask you, what's that sound? That's the sound of you and everyone else absolutely loving new smoothie bowls from Smoothie King. And woo, me too. These smoothie bowls start with acai and pitaya and are handcrafted with fresh toppings like sliced bananas, sweet berries, crunchy Purely Elizabeth granola, and a savory peanut butter drizzle. New smoothie bowls, only at Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. #Be your own boss.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks home or away, we rally together. We cry together, and we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Your Dallas Cowboys head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers in Week 5 of the 2023 season. Come out to Miller Lighthouse at AT&T Stadium on October the 8th for a free watch party presented by 7-Eleven. Cheer on the boys alongside the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and Rowdy while enjoying $5 Miller Lights, barbecue, game day fare, and more. Gates open at 6 p.m. and kickoff is at 7:20. For more information and to claim your ticket, visit DallasCowboys.com/watch party.
Thank you very much, Heckma Harrison. He's in the house. This Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos. Got the players, Danny McCray and Barry Church here. I'm Newey Scruggs. We've got the Jets and the Chiefs Sunday Night Football game behind us. Is the Chiefs won 23-20.
Felt bad for them, man. Zach Wilson, he looked all right.
He was
that one play, man.
See, Zach Wilson is the poster boy right now for all the criticism on quarterbacks, but Mac Jones is missing that criticism because of Zach Wilson. And he happy that Zach Wilson. Because I'm telling you, somebody needs to shine a flashlight on this boy Mac Jones. Boy, sum up.
Yeah, listen, I was happy for. I don't care if they won or lost. I was just happy to see him be able to complete some passes and go out there and have some confidence. Because listen, I cannot imagine. This is a young man. How bad he feels with all these people coming at him, man. Joe Namath that came in. I'm talking about the whole New York City. He probably can't go eat in a restaurant. This is a young cat. You know what I'm saying? He thought that he was finna go in here and learn from Aaron Rodgers, and then he get out there last night and he played like he thought he could play. You know, maybe Aaron Rodgers gave him a little. You know, he was trying to play for the kid, but I was happy for him. I was excited.
Trying to play for Taylor Swift, I guess.
He might.
Yeah, he might.
I'm not going there. He played well, man. Aaron Rodgers said he's gonna be playing this season. Y'all believe it?
Heck no. If he pulled that off, something
what
up.
kind of liniment he rubbing on that?
You know what I mean?
I went on winning retreats when he said that.
Nah, man.
Something up. If he on the field this year,
he had no boot on last night. They made a big deal out of it, man. He was moving fast on them Christmas.
Test him ASAP. If he get on the field, test him ASAP. Something going on.
Okay. Jonathan Hankins.
Wow.
Jonathan Hankins signed by the
No.
Tattletale.
I'm telling you. I done had the injury. You ain't doing that. You ain't doing that. It ain't happening.
BC in the place to be.
That's real.
Advances in technology.
Man, come on.
quarterback, man.
Bionic man out there.
Yeah. Like vibranium.
He went to Wakanda over there. If you go to Wakanda, yeah, all right.
Here we go.
This is your king. Jonathan Hankins signed by the Cowboys today. Gentlemen, thoughts?
They know what I know.
You ain't sold. They ain't sold neither. Man, boy, I tell you what, man.
They know what I know. They know what I know. When you get into, listen, this is the week, bro. This is the week. All right, they gave it to us in week 5, the game that has set us back 2 years in a row. All right, with the team, and they're undefeated.
Yeah.
Like, They get so yes. If you saw what we saw against Arizona, which was probably when they started looking at Hankins and they was like, hey, we need to get something figured out, right? And when you watched the game, the first couple plays last night, you was like, oh man, I don't know. And they was like, man, go ahead and make that phone call. They was on the phone in the booth up there, and they got them up in here. But they we need all we can get to get ready for San Francisco. And that's no shade at us. We know what type of team San Francisco is. We watching them on tape. They've been scoring like crazy in the red zone. Almost 60-70%. Yeah, man, we need everything we can get.
Yeah, he said it all. Yeah.
You're not worried because we stopped the Patriots, huh? And Zeke and Stevenson.
Did I say that?
You ain't said nothing. That's all. I'm gonna just fill in the blank until you say something.
This Mozzie thing is
This
Mozzie thing is not working out the way I thought it was going to work. When I drafted, I was like, yeah. And he called Jonathan Hankins. Like, well, better call Makos because they don't like that. They don't like what's going on enough to say we don't need reinforcements. So, hey, look, good on them to admit the problem and not do what they've told us in the past. We like our guys. Stephen Jones line. We like our guys. We told last year the receivers got a problem. We like our guys. No, you didn't like your guys. And then we wait until the playoffs in San Francisco. The receiving core came to fruition that you didn't have enough. So Jonathan Hankins is here. Big boy up front. Okay. And if I'm Ozzie Smith, I'm feeling some kind of way because you were supposed to be that guy.
He feeling some way about himself.
Yeah, that's all.
He getting mad.
Especially when you've been given every opportunity to solidify yourself in the position. Then you could be ticked off if you didn't get the opportunity. But you had ample opportunity. And to me, man, that's just shoring up what you already know that's coming for the rest of the season. Y'all know how this thing go. We talked about it before this game. The pop quiz gonna come every week if you can't stop it. Bill came out there with 3 tight ends, not 2, 3. I said, I heard y'all had problems with tight ends. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring 3 of them out here, see if y'all can finally get the stops. And then the defense, instead of playing hero ball like they did last week, they shored it up. You didn't see guys running past the tight ends. You didn't see them getting up the field and leaving those big old lanes, man. That's what I was saying. The coaching staff deserves so much credit for this victory.
Heckma, who doesn't get a jersey now that Hankins is here?
I don't know. This going to play out during the week, man. I don't know. You can't. It's a lot of people that deserve one. Osa and Neville. I mean, obviously, Osa going to get his thing. Neville's been doing his thing, so I don't know. I mean, it's going to come down to a guy like Chauncey Golston. It's going to come down.
2-pointer, man.
Yeah, it's going to come
to passes, man. Ain't that one go.
You can't. It's not going to be Armstrong. It's not going to be Armstrong because
ain't going to be Fowler.
It ain't gonna be Fowler. So
I gotta go watch the All 22. I got to see.
Now you
gotta go see who they
That's just adding the competition to that group already. Defensively, look, your boy number 33.
He balled.
He balled out. Now, we've been talking about the linebacker group and what they needed to do. What did they do? They held that gap responsibility so he could come downhill and get tackles. That's the last piece to this. Next, when we go up against the 49ers, LVE got a ball out. You know it. He got a ball out.
My eyes. Next week is
they're going to be showing motions, counters, and it's gonna come down to, is San Francisco going to be able to stick to the script? Are they going to be able to go out there and stick to the ground game? Because what we've seen in all our victories, all right? Both New York teams, this game coming up, the defense forced their team to get out of script. They forced them to throw the ball too much out there, and it fed right into Dan Quinn's hand because we know we got the best pass rush in the National Football League. So it fell right into their hands. To me, it's going to be a chess match.
Let me ask this. Let me ask this because y'all know I'm a big fan of Kittle, but did y'all see Jerron Kearse? Jerron Kearse had some problems out there in coverage on tight ends.
It ain't the first.
It ain't the first, but I'm saying, like, you had talked about it a little bit and our safeties fill it in, like number 14 fills in for number 6. We've seen some things happen where these young guys, if given an opportunity, they can play. Here's Jerron Kearse, another opportunity for him to go up against an A-list tight end. And I don't know where your confidence level is, and I know, 24-hour rule, let's enjoy the victory, but that's the matchup that I'm looking for next week.
That's going to be a kind of a mismatch right there, in my opinion, because look, Kittle, he's real. He's the real deal at tight end, especially if they start splitting them out and Brock Purdy got a little bit of time out there. It might be a real problem because we've seen him struggle in coverage in the past.
Yeah.
Now, that's going to be a heck of a matchup right there.
Kittle's on my fantasy team, okay?
He ain't been doing it.
Who's your backup?
I'm just Gerald Everett.
Because he is.
I'm just telling you.
He ain't getting you a lot of points.
It ain't the Kittle that points-wise and stats-wise. but Brock Purdy has been Ayuk has been the guy.
He's been dealing.
Christian McCaffrey has been the guy.
But would you play Kittle this week?
I'm gonna play him this week just because of Kittle. But
last year?
Listen, Kurtz gave up some passes. The coverage was tight. Like, guys are gonna give up some passes. I think we expect him to go out there and just shut everybody down. Hunter Henry is a good tight end. So it's not like he was going to get some scrubs and gave up a scrub, some catches to a scrub. So I think he's gonna be okay. I got confidence in Kurtz. He would have had a pick this week. And we would the whole tune would have changed at that point. So
it hit him in the hands.
It did.
And
Missed opportunity for big plays. Huh?
MOBP.
What do you think about Hankins? Do you think that him coming here has anything to do with
the play of Mozzie?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to. Because if they were short up in that situation, they felt great with Mozzie in there. So all those guys, you wouldn't feel a need to sign this man over here. So I feel like it's got
yesterday.
to. Wait a second. Right off the streets like that.
By the way, Fehoko was the one who didn't get it, who was not active yesterday on the D-line. So it was Fehoko. Nobody missed it. Oh well. Let's take our final break. When we come back, a statistic.
Nothing. Go ahead, bro.
A statistic from Mike McCarthy that you may have missed that makes you say, okay. With Barry Church, Heckman Harrison, Danny McCray, New Scruggs Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com radio.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. #Be your own boss.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks home or away, we rally together. We cry together, and we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Check out the latest and greatest addition to tours at AT&T Stadium and at the Star in Frisco. Meet Jerry Jones, an interactive experience. Get a peek behind the curtain and into the fascinating life of Jerry Jones with a focus on innovative fan experience in partnership with AT&T. This interactive technology gives tourgoers the opportunity to ask Mr. Jones a variety of questions. For more information and to book your tour, visit DallasCowboys.com/tours.
Heckman Harrison, thank you very much. Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos. Players are Danny McCray and Barry Church. I'm Newey Scruggs. So, how about this note from Mike McCarthy? Yesterday's win over Bill Belichick allowed Mike McCarthy to tie Bud Grant with 158 wins for 19th on the all-time regular season win list among NFL coaches. Bud Grant, former coach of the Minnesota Vikings, who is in the Hall of Fame but never won a Super Bowl. So that's where McCarthy is. And I bring that up to say and remind people, Mike McCarthy's a really good football coach. We talk about 19th all-time in regular season wins in this league. That's a lot of winning, guys.
No, Big Mike, he's definitely due his credit, man, because he's a heck of a coach. I mean, I'm not going to poo-poo on nothing that the man's doing so far. I mean, he's gotten his team ready each and every week, and, look, he's getting the most out of his players, man. But I got a question, man. Was there something between him and Belichick or something? Because I feel like he was just throwing daggers in there. You talking about going for 2, you up 14. I think they was up, what was it, 21, 28 at the time? You going for it on 4th and 3? Was there some animosity there or something? It was just, I was like, man.
I mean, it's probably animosity between Bill and a lot of other coaches for the whoopings he was putting on them for however long it's been.
And then I'd be jealous of his success too. He won 6. Come on, dog.
You just I
get a chance, I get to punch him in the mouth.
He got the room out here, dog. He got the room out here. Big Mike jealous.
Dudes out there.
Hey,
I'm just spagated on.
What you talking about?
28, 4th and 3. I'm like,
listen. When especially when the whole thing goes, Mike McCarthy versus Bill Belichick. That's the whole thing. Like, oh, what is Bill gonna do to Mike? Mike been in the lab and blah, blah, all this other stuff. And Mike was like, okay, I'm gonna show you. And then Bones came out there and was like, oh, I went to Big Mike.
You got 14. You up 14. You go. That was ill. I'm like,
I got you back. I got you back. But I think that set the tone to make sure that your team didn't take their foot off the gas.
Can I give you one reason why?
What's that?
And Chris Bean talked about it, and I actually saw it on Twitter. Remember what the halftime score was?
What was that?
28-3. 28-3. Yeah, don't you stop.
No, Dan Quinn said.
Hell no. Dan Quinn said we better not stop.
I ain't laughing.
He ain't stop, won't stop.
Dan Quinn's my guy. I ain't laughing. And he got the dub.
Keep going. Big Mike, good.
Tom Brady wasn't on the other side of that.
He ain't care. He don't want to see that deja vu all over again.
He didn't
have it.
It doesn't matter. That man scarred. Man scarred up.
28-3. He saw that 28-3 and said, hell no.
4th and 3, man. You up 28.
We going for it. What you talking about? BC. We going for it.
That was real. I was like, man.
You saw how they did Matt Ryan on his TV debut, man.
Hey, what's wrong with your homeboy, dog?
I'm talking about
Rodney Harrison.
Man,
I didn't see it.
Bro, that is your man, too. That's your man.
Hey, that's 2 times. Your 2 dudes.
As it Bart and Rodney.
Hey, learn from the best.
So after the game last night.
I'm on the witness stand right now.
So after the game last night, after this game last night, they called Chandler Jones over. And Rodney said, he's
not
like,
Chandler Jones. You talking about Chris Jones.
My bad. They called Chris Jones over. Look at him.
Y'all,
I ain't playing.
You got the wrong Jones. Go ahead, man.
I'm sorry, I'm about to say what?
Yeah. They called Chris Jones over. And your man Rodney, this dude finna cry.
No, you got it.
They call C Jones over. Man.
They call C Jones over. I ain't not answering that again. Let me know when you back.
No, that was cold work.
Let me know when you back.
Okay.
Because this is another one of your homeboys out here acting reckless. Did you mentor him too?
He did. He taught him everything he knew.
He tried his best to get that man to call him trash. He trash.
What he call him? No,
he was like, hey man, so when you watch the film on this Zach, man, you had to be like, oh man, this dude right here is garbage. We finna go out here and kill him. And
you see what Chris did? Like,
he was like, nah, I think he's a very talented quarterback. I think he's a beast. He was like, you think he's elite?
Yeah,
man, he was trying him. He was trying.
Now that was bully. He tried to bully that man.
It was even
he was leading the witness.
Yes,
bro.
Yes.
He tried, and he didn't fall for it, and he needed like a butthole after that. You just like, oh wait, I'm by myself, because the rest of the people was like,
they didn't laugh at your joke.
Nah, it was over with.
Nah, dog.
Like Bart Scott, man, man, that ain't it, man.
Remember he called him that couldn't get his headphones working? That man got an attitude problem. What's wrong with
you?
We called him back.
Man, it was during COVID. We was doing the virtual, and he was like, man, I'm gonna get Rodney Harrison to come on now. We was like, all right, man, all right, cool. And he came on, old school. He can't figure out how to get the stuff working. I ain't heard somebody be that mad in a long. Actually.
Yes, you have.
Oh man, see, listeners don't know about this, man. They don't know about this, man. Exactly.
Hey, how about the offensive line?
That wasn't my fault.
Man. Says a matter of fact, yes,
He called it before I did. You already knew.
Y'all out of pocket today.
I'm like, Rodney, it wasn't my fault. Trying to shoot me, it wasn't my fault.
Hey, shout out to 71. Shout out to 71. Okay.
Yes, Chuma played a good football game.
What y'all think that's doing to number 77 though?
Man, don't even get me started.
Nah,
shout out to 71. He played well.
77 will be back.
He'll
we
be
know.
back.
Yeah, he's gonna be
back.
in
He's
there.
gonna get
He
enough.
gonna be
He's
in
gonna enough to qualify for the Pro Bowl. He's gonna get enough games to qualify. Man. He'll qualify. Make it happen.
He'll be back, man. He's gonna be back.
Retirement year.
What do you think about 71 playing tackle this week? Do you feel confident in his ability to?
I thought he looked good. And I think if you are 77, you looking at 71 like I better hurry up and get back in here. You know, it's motivation. It's got to be motivation for you when you see a young guy doing what he's doing.
Whenever 77 ready to play, he's going right back.
Wait a minute.
Jerry gonna make that happen.
I tell you what. We saw 77 for the first time fully dressed, standing on the sideline. I don't think not since I've seen him play, have I seen him, I don't want to call it a healthy scratch or whatever they call it. He's standing over there on the sideline fully dressed and not playing.
Oh, he wasn't no healthy scratch.
Well, whichever it was, 71 in there playing has to add. Look, regardless if he gets first dibs wherever because he's got the money, there's got to be something in his head like, look, man, is this the end literally? Because they're going on without you. They're not, look, Chuma Edoga, right now, he's getting those reps. They not.
Soon as 77 is ready,
you know what? I agree. How about I agree?
Forever until Tyron say he ain't playing no more.
Right. Look at last year. Okay, I mean, when he wants to play, there's a man upstairs who write the checks and 77 playing. Whenever 77 ready to go, he gonna play.
He hadn't played 2 weeks in a row, and also what a difference this offensive line looks like when 70's out there.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
You know, that's
100%.
Hey, what a man.
Biotis too. I mean, he held his own out there too.
Tyler Smith, Biotis, Zach Martin, you gonna run the ball almost anytime you want to. Terrence Steele, I seen him pull again.
Oh God, but wait a minute.
And Jack's able to step up. When you got that interior right there, it don't really matter what's coming on the edges because you're gonna be able to step up with that interior.
There's a few times Terrence Steele had whoa, what's going on over there, 78?
You gotta step up.
I'm in the running game. He pulled again.
Why they have my dog out there trying to block, man? Why they have 42 out there trying to pick up the blitz, man?
Because somebody had a hip injury, bro. That's
that didn't look good.
That was out.
That man said, just keep it.
It wasn't Memphis.
I said, man, hold on.
Well, they blowing Deuce up out there, boy.
Hey, this ain't the preseason. They was smacking my dog.
Malik Davis. Shout out to Turpin. You know, a lot of players contributed.
Yes,
everybody
yesterday. But I remember we had that over/under talk about CeeDee Lamb, and at this rate.
It's a wrap.
What's going on? What's going on with this, man? What's going on with this 88 thing?
It's the offense.
It's
Texas toast. Texas
it's
coast.
the offense, but it's also the way that we've been playing the game.
Coast,
Maybe up, you up by 14, you up by 21. He don't have
they calling it, man.
But do you think that's the source of maybe whatever quote unquote frustration for him because he's in a contract year, man? He's playing for a contract and. He got the look on the deep ball. The fade ball was awesome, but he's got to be looking at these numbers and like, look, just Jay Jetter's about to get his contract.
Yeah, because he is. Oof.
It's a lot. It's a lot of things happening for him. He probably feels like he's a guy on the outside of all of that still.
Yeah, but you're getting doves.
Yeah,
you don't want to be that guy that's like, man. I understand what he's going. I mean, contract. That's got to be tough, man. You want your targets and all that. But
you want to act happy.
Yeah, you want to. Look at AJ Brown. You don't want to be like AJ Brown out here.
If they get into a shootout, CeeDee Lamb is gonna get. He gonna get his targets. They haven't been in that situation except with Arizona.
It doesn't matter. 2 things. 1, the owner wants him.
Yeah. Oh, he gonna get paid.
Okay.
Yeah,
and 2, saw what the owner did with Cooper. So the owner ain't gonna make that mistake. He ain't gonna do that again.
True.
And he wears the 88. So he's
made.
When the owner come to you and tell you where he's golden.
Man.
He's golden. The only guy, see, since he's on the team, you think about who's won the 88. There's only one dude who got run off.
What, Bryant?
Antonio.
Yeah.
When he threw the jersey in Parcells' face.
Oh.
Other than that, you're gonna get a second contract. You're gonna be made. Now, and the reason why Dez got your boy got him. Wasn't the owner.
Wow.
Wasn't the owner.
That's your guys.
That wasn't the owner. Your guy. Your guy did that.
You dropping dimes on everybody.
I got no comment.
Bet you don't do it again. Hope you don't do it again.
Drop down.
Hey, no,
like that.
Quiet now. Quiet now.
I got no comments on that.
Yeah. Like the Rodney Harrison thing.
Your boy's been wilding, bro. What's up with your guys, man? All three of y'all.
I see who's next, my God.
Who else you mentor? I need to make that turn their show.
I'm not giving up my list.
Somebody be like, hey, man, hey, you know Knew It? Nah, I'm good.
Swagoo is good. Swagoo fine.
He went to LSU.
Swagoo fine.
He ain't fooling with y'all.
Matter of fact, you guys got Missouri this week, 5-0. So.
Oh, yeah, I listen.
You favorite this week.
Who gonna watch it? I don't know.
It's on ESPN.
Our defense is trash, bro. I don't want my feelings to be hurt.
Don't lose faith to Brian Kelly. Man,
I would have had to have it to lose it.
You ain't got faith in cows?
Bro, he came down there with the fake Cajun accent, dancing all in the video.
And got him in the SEC title game, man.
Bro, in a down year, and we got smoked by Georgia in the title game.
That's not just not
a lot of folks got smoked by Georgia in the title game.
USC
it was a list of people.
Not in the SEC title game they didn't.
Hey, man.
We got smoked.
I believe.
We got smoked by we got beat by A&M after we beat Bama.
You're going to be okay, man.
I know, I'm going to be all right. 2019, we good for 10 years.
Brian Kelly's
we good to 2029 with that national championship, dog. You talking about?
Brian Kelly going to win the SEC before he leaves, man.
I hope so.
It's possible.
I mean, I want the university to do well.
Have faith, man. Victory Monday for Heckman.
Yes, it is.
Victory Monday for you.
He picked the Patriots, though.
I'm staying true to my list. Don't play me. 13-4. I'm the only one picking 13-4.
It was 20. You had it 20-17, right?
Something like that. Something another.
Yeah, you picked the lose. I don't want to hear about you sticking to your list.
Something another. I stick to my list, man.
Hey, moving forward, all right. The list is the list, but you pick how you feel in that week because I don't want to hear this excuse for the rest of the time.
What you talking about, man? I got him going 13-4. Danny McCray.
All right, before we
both was 13-4.
Yeah, 12-5. So what do you see?
All right, let's get the
You're on the wrong side of the table with this, bro.
Let's get the rundown out of here before we go for the score. So Atlanta, Jacksonville. Jacksonville wins at 23-7.
That was the worst one.
Barry, you had Jacksonville. Dan, you had Jacksonville. I had Jacksonville. Heckma, you had Atlanta.
That's the worst one.
Miami, Buffalo. Everybody had Miami. Buffalo beat them 48-20.
Does.
Denver at Chicago. Denver comes back, wins at 31-28. I had Denver. Church had Denver.
That's right.
D-Mac had Denver.
Damn it!
Heckman took Chicago.
God!
Man, Flu's in trouble.
God! I need to fire him right now. How do you go for it?
Washington and Philly.
Looking like stadium.
Everybody had Philly. Philly wins at 34-21. Baltimore at Cleveland. Baltimore rolls 28-3. Deshaun Watson was out. Couldn't get a masseuse to get the shoulders straight. So I had Cleveland.
Who picked him?
I had Cleveland. Church, you had Baltimore. Heckma, you had Baltimore. D-Mac, you had Cleveland.
I'm adding them up now.
Dallas, New England, a 38-3 Cowboys.
Wait. 1-5.
I had Dallas. Church had Dallas. Heckma 20-17.
Red zone offense over
there. D-Mac, you had.
That was a bad week. That was a bad week at the job, boy. Bad week at the job, boy.
So Monday Night Football. Jesus. Seattle at the Giants. All right, so let me go ahead and take.
Is it at the Giants?
Most improved.
Yes, it is at the Giants. Give me a Geno Smith 28-14 special. BC.
Yeah, man. Give me Seattle. 28-7.
I need to make us some room here, man.
You go to New York, man?
Man, no man. I'm going Geno.
We all going with Geno.
I had y'all in that Chicago. Y'all was nervous, dog. Y'all was nervous.
24-16 Seattle.
That's bad.
Y'all mad. Well, y'all was shaking.
That's bad ball.
All right, who you got, Heck? Sir?
What do you mean I got Seattle?
Okay, just a second. What's your score?
My Seattle score 24-13.
All right. That is the Players Lounge. We'll talk to you tomorrow right here on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Bad out, boy.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this?